The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy.
Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy. It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome into another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I'm your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to give my little video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to dig it, give it a share. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and you're following me on all the social media platforms. That way, if there's a band, a song, a video, something you want me to check out, hit me up with a DM or leave it in the comments below. If you are going to leave it in the comments below, just do me a favor. Give it a cursory glance. If you see your suggestions already been made, join the I Concur Army by liking that original suggestion and below reply with I concur. That will help my old burnout brain put everything into a nice little organized list, and I can get it into the handy dandy notebook. And if you are going to hit me up with a DM, please, no spamming. I know you think that's how it works, but that's not how it works. Another way for you to get your suggestion to me, every Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Time, we do the Wild Side Live. We are live streaming for 2 hours of fun and frivolity, and you can get your suggestions in that way. You can ask me questions about radio. I tell stories about my time in the industry. I don't name names, but I tell some pretty funny stories. So it's 2 hours every Saturday, no politics, no religion. It is the Wild Side Live, an opportunity for you to hang out for 2 hours and just talk about stuff, man. And if you want to get your suggestion into me, that's cool too. But if you are going to do that, please do me a favor. Try to provide a link to the exact song and version you would like me to react to. Just provide me a link. And then the I Concur Army will take over. If everyone thinks I should check it out, it'll get all the I Concurs, and I'll get it into the handy-dandy notebook. Today's reaction, before we get started, actually, Aspen Dental Connect 200, Music to See, Gothic Jewelry, and, of course, Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Today's reaction is coming from both the live chat and from Facebook. Someone had asked me on live chat if I had done a reaction to Blind Guardian, and I thought I had, but I was confused because Hansi Kirsch, I had seen him in an Arion video, and I had made the connection with Blind Guardian, so I thought I had done that, but I hadn't. So today, we are going to Wacken 2016, Wacken Open Air, and we are going to check out Blind Guardian doing the Bard song and Valhalla. Make sure all my Sherpas are on point. Let me know down below everything I need to know about Blind Guardian, about this performance, about everything that I get wrong down below in the comment section. So, Blind Guardian, the Bard song in the forest, I believe. Valhalla, live Wacken 2016. Here we go.
Ich würde euch auch noch gerne länger schreien lassen. Wir haben leider.
If you want to translate what he's saying here, feel free to do so. I'm not expecting anyone to do it. I'm assuming he's hyping up the crowd, talking about them. I'm sure it's banter. But if you would like to translate down below what Hansi is saying here, feel free to do so. I would appreciate it greatly because I looked and the closed caption can't get turned on. So thank you.
Nur noch wenig Zeit. Die wollen wir natürlich mit Musik verbringen. Ich glaube, die meisten von euch werden wissen, was jetzt als nächstes kommt. War schon ums ein oder andere Mal legendär hier. Ich habe so das Gefühl, dass ihr dem heute die Krone aufsetzen werdet. Let's sing the Bard song in the forest. But the dawn of the night, let's sing the bard song. Wacken. But the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow will take it away. The fear of today, it will be gone due to our magic songs. There's only one song here in my mind. Now the bad songs are over, and it's time to leave. Who tells the story?
He's got a guitar.
But the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow all will be known, and you're not alone. So don't be afraid in the dark and cold, 'cause the bard songs will.
I just need to write something down. Okay, sorry. I didn't want to forget that thought. Well done.
You're fucking crazy!
Okay.
Warten! Ich
Alright.
traue mich kaum zu sagen, ihr seid noch geiler als sonst! Wir oben hatten eine super Zeit. Wir sind immer gerne nach Wacken gekommen. Irgendwann ist es Zeit weiterzuziehen. Die Zeit ist jetzt gekommen. Wir sehen uns irgendwo. Let's get crazy for a last time! Let's knock at the gates of Valhalla! finde, Magnus hat genug gearbeitet. Wir können jetzt Frederik ins Spiel bringen. Dafür solltet ihr ein wenig lauter singen.
That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. That's how you...
We love you all. See you again. Vielen Dank. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Obrigado. Have
Thank you. Thank you, Hansi. That's Blind Guardian, the Bard song Valhalla live, Wacken 2016. I wrote down, that's how you control 40,000 people. That's how you do it. That is a brilliant example. I'll do my Holy Trinity here. So when I'm doing my breakdowns, I like to go onto this little, observation of what am I seeing in different parts. So the first part that I always look at, and it's probably an equal part of this particular performance video that I saw. And there's an image that I'm going to go to that really does, encapsulate completely what I'm trying to say. Excuse me. There's this moment in the crowd where they're sweeping through the folks right here. So when I'm looking at a band performing live, you have two energies colliding in the ether. You have the energy collective that's coming from the crowd, and you have the energy collective that's coming from the stage. And these two energies are colliding somewhere in the ether, and that collision has an effect. There's an energy to that collision of energy. It's just, I can't explain it. I'm sure someone way smarter than me can explain what I'm seeing in my head. Action, reaction, all that stuff. Laws of physics or whatever. So even though you can't see it, you kind of can see it. I want to see the band, the crowd, and how that meshes. And I'm fascinated by it. I always have been fascinated by watching the crowd as much as I'm watching the band. And I'm watching their reaction. And I'm watching their reaction to the crowd. And this is a really good example of this part of my Holy Trinity. So this shot right here says everything. Right here. First off, you have everybody here. There are stripes of all stripes in this crowd. So this is a great example of the community of metal, of rock, of festival rock. But these two cats right here, man. He's rocking a Blind Guardian shirt. Then you got the Batman with the Atlanta Brave. I don't think it's Alabama because it's not. It's the Atlanta Braves, You got Girl on Holiday. You got dude here, old heads over here, young heads back here. This is a great shot. And look, everybody's singing. Everybody's singing along. So when you come to here and you see Hansi's reaction to it all, it's creating another energy within him. So it's a really good performance. It's a really cool element of this performance, that connection between the crowd and the band. So that's out of the way. But it's so hard to put it out of the way because it's such an integral part. The relationship between the band and the crowd in this performance particularly is a very woven tapestry here. So again, I think it's 50,000 here at Wacken 2016. The way that Hansi is controlling right from the beginning of this performance that I saw, it's brilliant because there's the expression sometimes less is more. So this first part of the video, the bard song in the forest, this is very, from beginning to end, this is traditional. So you're going to hear that quite often. But you're getting that Emerson, Lake and Palmer, you're getting that Jethro Tull, you're getting that Zebra, you're getting that classical Prague sound, but still almost bordering on traditional folk. So it's very stripped down, 2 guitar players and Hansi. So sometimes less is more. And just these 3 elements with the addition of the crowd create a great harmony. And there's a moment in the performance, there's a moment back here where Hansi stops singing and the crowd is clapping at a tempo. But the guitar players never break. That's control. They controlled that crowd right there. They could have very easily felt that 40,000 coming back at them and very easily fallen into that tempo. They maintained their tempo and brought the crowd back to it. So the brilliance of this band to control their space and those that are invited in is just brilliant. And the sound, again, is just dripping tradition. Just absolutely dripping tradition. But that's super cool to watch the crowd, the 40,000, sing that entire song. They sang that entire track. And I can only imagine how humbling it would be to have that coming back at you. And again, that's what makes, when I was watching them play, and I guess having the hair and your head down kind of might help too. But watching them play, I was waiting for them to slip into the tempo of the crowd, and they never did. So it's really super cool, the control that they have. And importantly, speaking of control, I've said this with the Arion video. Hansi's vocals are so legitimate. I liken him to the guy Marco Haitala in that when you hear them sing, that's their bona fides. That's their resume. Like, they don't need to prove anything. They just sing, bro, and you hear it and you say, okay, that's metal. That's what a metal singer is supposed to sound like. Like, he's got the perfect environment within his own control that brings these really great, rich colors to even the simplest of tracks. And I don't mean simple. I mean stripped down, simple. And then when they go into the second part, the Valhalla, again, super traditional, super Dio, super Sabbath, right? Just super Blind Guardian. It is a traditional sound that they have mastered because the tones that they create are unique to them. And as brash as the song is, as forward moving as the track is, there's still a joyfulness to the motivation through the color spectrum. So yeah, I've got the earth tones going. I've got the browns and the dark greens and the forest colors. I'm getting all that. The imagery of these songs are perfect. They're just perfect imagery. They create perfect imagery. And it's this wonderful you get this really good journey through the color rainbow with his vocals. And Hansi's just really good at controlling that too, because a lot of times metal singers, especially when they're into this environment and they're pouring it all out, they can reach beyond. Just out of you're in a pocket, you're in a groove, I'm going to keep going. And then you sometimes will hear them strain. But his ability to control that danger zone that can turn a scream into a screech, which is very distinct. He's just brilliant at it, and he never rattles, right? Like my when I hear him sing, my head doesn't rattle. When he changes octaves, or if he changes notes, or if he changes register, nothing really is off in my head. So they're really good at layering in those colors just right. And the performance, again, the crowd loves them, they love the crowd, and they're having a good time on stage. And they're enjoying the environment that they're in. And I've always said the attitude of the band will add an instrument to the performance. So there's an added instrument to this performance that is untouchable, unseeable, but you can hear it and you can feel it. And it's just a great performance. So thank you very much for that suggestion. Blind Guardian with the Bard song and Valhalla, live Wacken 2016. Great track. Thank you very much for that suggestion. If you have a suggestion for me, all you have to do is make sure you're following me on all the social media platforms, or you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. And that way you can get me your suggestions. Please, just no spamming. Make sure you're joining the I Concur Army. Every Saturday, 2 p.m., we do the live stream, the Wild Side Live. Another opportunity for you to get your suggestions to me as well. I want to thank Aspen Dental, Connect 200, Music to See, and Gothic Jewelry, and, of course, Aunt Betty's Nut Butter, proud sponsors of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to like it, give it a share. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been The Wild Side.